The final match to determine the Golf Association of Philadelphia's 108th Amateur Champion took place Saturday at Whitemarsh Valley Country Club with much fanfare, anticipation, and above all history looking down upon the match, as the Lafayette Hill Club hosted its 15th Amateur Championship. Michael McDermott of Marion and Cole Wilcox of Philadelphia Country Club teed off for the 36-hole grudge match with hopes of laying claim to the J. Wood Platt Trophy, fittingly named after 7-time Philadelphia Amateur Champion and famed Whitemarsh Valley member J. Wood Platt. We pick up the action on the first hole as Wilcox makes a pedestrian par to McDermott's semi-scramble to make a 4 and have the hole. Second hole, same story, as Wilcox is safely aboard in 2 and makes 4, while McDermott has to scramble yet again from the left side just to get a look at par, but comes through with a great putt to save it. It wasn't until the fourth hole that we finally got a leader, as Wilcox made a solid 3 to McDermott's 4. But that didn't last, as McDermott gets it back to all square with a birdie on 5, but quickly gives the lead back to Wilcox after hitting it out of bounds on 6. And the match stayed that way until Wilcox went 2 up on number 10 with this conceded par putt to McDermott's 5. But as if seemingly inspired by his subpar play, McDermott pokes this 5-iron onto the par 5 11th green in 2 and makes birdie to bring it back to 1 up in favor of Wilcox. 2 holes later, he took charge and got it back to all square on number 13 with this fantastic birdie putt as Wilcox makes a 4. McDermott then stuck this approach shot on 14 fairly close while Wilcox found the hazard twice and conceded the hole. Now, holding the lead for the first time, McDermott would get it going with a win on 16 with a 3, and then again on 18 after a 321-yard drive gave him a chance to make this great approach shot for a birdie. The defending Silver Cross, Patterson Cup, and 2008 Mid-Am champ went into the clubhouse after the morning round of his heavyweight battle with Wilcox, 3 up, and history within his grasp. Now back on number 1 for round 2, Wilcox continued to apply pressure to McDermott with this little stuffer for a conceded birdie to McDermott's 4. 2 up through 19 holes, McDermott gets it back with this dagger of a putt that found the heart of the hole for birdie to go 3 up, and then goes to 4 up on the par 5 third hole as his eagle try just misses and Wilcox concedes a birdie. And although it doesn't look promising for Wilcox through 21 holes, he pulls this 50-footer out of the bag to get the match back to 3 up. But even this chip in for par on number 5 couldn't help the University of Virginia redshirt sophomore as McDermott birdied the hole to get it back to 4 up. With the gallery on hand, McDermott continued to put on a clinic complete with 360-plus yard drives that left him short wedge shots like this one on the 485-yard par 4 8th hole, the 26th hole of the day. And although Wilcox hung in there with the near eagle on the par 5 11 to win the hole, it was too little too late, as McDermott all but closed out the match with this great approach shot on the 14th hole. Soon thereafter, Wilcox conceded the match, giving McDermott his place in history as the first player in the Golf Association of Philadelphia's history to hold the Amateur, Middle Amateur, and Patterson Cup titles at the same time.
One of my buddies in my office who was following today sort of alluded to the Gap Amateur Slam, and I didn't really think of it that way, but having all the trophies at one time is sort of cool, all the ones that only amateurs play in. But this tournament is one that, despite doing some great things over the past couple years, when people said, have I won the Philly Am, the answer was no, and that was an answer that I wanted to change, and it really feels good to have won it today because I played in it 8 years ago and lost in the finals, and when you lose in the finals, you think you'll be back. And it took 8 years. Despite some close calls, it took 8 years. So to get here, I didn't want to go another 8 before my next chance.
Did you want this so bad that you had to kind of like calm yourself down before you came here today?
Yes. I felt like this was my time. I felt like I have been playing well. There are a lot of great players in Gap, but I felt deep down that I was playing as well or better than anyone, and that if I played my game and hit the driver and made a few putts, that I really did have a good chance to win it. I don't think I put too much pressure on myself. I just came out. I've played a lot of these matches before, and I think that I think I was confident. I was nervous and tense, but I was confident, and I did what I thought I needed to do. I wanted to shoot well under par because I knew Cole was capable of doing that. And as the day ended, I probably was, I don't know, 6 or 7 under par, 5 or 6 under par, and that's what I set out the day to do. So, with that, I'm pleased. I think the day was really, the tone was set on the second hole today. I hit a terrible drive. Cole hit a perfect drive. I hit a bad second shot. He hit a great second shot, and I made about a 30-footer to have the hole and to keep things even, and it just set the tone for the whole front nine. And as I alluded before, I got off that front nine 1 down, and I could have been 5. So it was really, that was the point. I think that whole front nine was the point that where things just, the momentum turned a little bit.
Mike's obviously a great player. He's won a bunch of these events already. We both played great down the stretch. Unfortunately, I just couldn't get the putter going. It was fun though. It was a lot of, we had a lot of fun today. Played some good golf, and he had the putter going. He was able to get the ball in the hole at the right time, and I played all right in the front nine. I just wasn't able to get a large enough lead to keep it going, and he definitely turned on the heat, and he made me pay for it. So he's a good player.
That 50-foot birdie putt on number 5, it shook me a little bit because I had great momentum. I had birdie 3 of the first 4, I guess, or 2 of the first 4. But I felt fine. I had hit a great shot in there, and I had actually hit a great putt.
That was a heck of a putt. I don't know. I just wanted to get the speed right. I knew it was up and down. It was up over the hill, and Mike was a little inside me. Still had a tough putt, but I just wanted to get the speed right mostly, and I was able to get the right read and kind of up over the hill and died right in the center.
Maybe loosening my back up, and I don't think I was tense because I really was confident coming in.
So you seem pretty relaxed because you were exploring every inch of the property there the first 8 or 9 holes.
I was exploring every inch of the property, is right. I saw places on Whitemarsh that, and I should say I made par from places on Whitemarsh that I didn't expect to be in or hitting from. And boy, when I look back on this year, that will be the one thing that I remember from this final match. More than the great last 20 holes I played, which I really did play very strong. I will remember the front nine and the contrast between Cole hitting it really perfect and me hitting it all over the place and just hanging in there. And that's a lot of years of experience.
No doubt the 4-time Player of the Year can now add Saturday's victory to his years of golf experience. For everyone at the Golf Association, happy Father's Day. And for GAP TV, Gian Rodriguez.